One sip of that, and I was like, nah, this is it. I need to go off the rails. Which is bad. I know that's a horrible trait to have. Yeah, even having a little sip of that.
Like it.
I thought it was pretty nice.
Didn't like it.
I know, but like, bar mitzvah's what you're going to do.
As soon as I turned it, I was like, oh man, I want to take my tap off and get wrecked. Oh dear.
Thankfully, Variety Bar, where we were coming from live.
Oh, wow.
Episode 3 of the Roll With It podcast.
Oh, you always catch me when I'm talking.
This is like, I can see when he's doing it as well. It's like, I'm
See, I'm on the other side. I can't see the screen. That's shite for you.
So yeah, welcome to episode 3 Trips.
Yeah, please
as
drink
always,
responsibly.
as always, I'm Greg C. I am your tech wizard editor and just general shameless idiot, I suppose, is probably the next best thing.
Man on ones and twos.
Indeed. But to my right this time.
Ooh, mixing it up.
Laura,
I'm
now,
Laura. I'm Laura.
Just Laura.
Just Laura.
Just Laura.
Saint of
Laura, yeah.
Saint, Laura, Saint of Roll With It.
There we go. I'm Connor. I'm one of the co-owners of Roll With It, along with Laura. And then to my right,
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Greg W.
Greg W.
Yes.
There we go.
And I am one of the proud members of the Forever DMs here at Roll With It.
Oh dear, forever. We're
And
not shaking that
co-host.
now.
It sounds like a Four Top tribute act.
We 100% could be. Like, I've got a decent voice on me.
I mean, we just harmonised there for the Saint.
We really
True.
did. I
I
know.
suppose we did, didn't we?
I just don't know any songs by them.
Kidding on.
No.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Hello,
Hello,
my
my
right
ring gal.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know that.
But speaking of other Four Tops, our first intro section of the podcast, Forever DMs.
Yes.
So the four of us in this room.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to pick your absolute dream table of anyone, celebrity, real life person you've met,
Oh, that's a screamer.
like
Right, okay, hold on.
politicians,
Oh,
maybe
no.
not politicians,
Maybe
because
not
Fallon,
politicians,
Fallon
no.
will go off on the deep end.
I'm still recovering from my wounded eye. Keep the blood pressure at a minimum.
Any person you can think of, alive or dead, that you would want to have at a TTRPG table. Doesn't
Just
it?
one or like a table of
Table
like,
of four.
Table of four.
Table of four.
Table of
So
four.
you would be
Right,
the DM. So
okay.
you would be the
Oh,
DM
right, okay.
as yourself, and you would have a table of four, a party of four. If you can think of what classes you would play, great. If not, just what 4 people would you pick?
That is a
And
fantastic shout.
you know, just what kind of people would you put together?
I've got 3. I need one more. Hang on.
Can I just say 4 characters from Baldur's Gate 3?
Do it.
Karlach.
Yep.
Sexy Petrol.
Sexy Petrol.
Shadowheart. My girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Astarion, just because he's a little bitch. And I love him.
Vampire Twink.
And oh my god, I can't think of a 4th character that I like. Gale.
Gale?
Screw it.
Cool.
Mr. Wear My Hug At.
Aye, I
So
don't.
you'd like to
yeah,
run a table
yeah.
of D&D for them as their characters or the voice
Yeah,
actors?
wait.
Yeah.
Because the voice actors would be really good. That would be
Yeah.
Neil Newborn. That would be Jennifer English.
Uh-huh.
You would have Tim.
Yes.
Tim is Gale.
Good old
and,
Tim.
Um,
Sorry, Tim. I forgot your
Samantha
last name.
Bayard.
No
as their
IMDb
characters.
was used
So they're
during
actual
that as well. I'm
characters.
I
impressed, Greg.
think
See
it
well
would be
done.
really funny to run a game of D&D with those characters.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you used to have
As,
Shadowheart been an absolute boot the whole way
totally,
through it.
Tim Davies?
totally like
have to Google it now.
not their actual classes. So like
Okay, so who would
Astarion
be,
as a barbarian, because that would be really funny. Gale as a fighter, because he's a wizard. He can't fight. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think I've had him in my party at all when I've been playing.
That's because he's pish.
Gale's pish.
Oh, we know
I
some.
don't like him.
Oh, we
We're
know.
gonna we're gonna have some Baldur's Gate
no.
opinions coming
yes.
thick and fast.
Tim Downey, do not be offended.
No, your character's fantastic. I think you're dead weight in the party. I would rather. Sorry, no, that sounds really mean, doesn't it? No, I'd rather have Sexy Petrol, aka Karlach,
AKA Samantha Bayard.
Bazel, Devora Wild, because
AKA
she's
Deborah Wild.
the best, and then Shadowheart for the heels.
Jennifer English.
And then I play a big, massive half-elf fighter woman. So it's the Muscle Mummy squad. We just go around beating the shit out of people and it works.
Cute.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, that's sweet. I like that.
Hmm.
But
This is now
I
just-
would have Astarion.
Turned any fucking
I would have
Baldur's Gate to it.
Astarion as a barbarian.
Yeah.
I'd have Gale as a fighter.
Yeah.
I'd have Shadowheart as like a warlock.
Ooh.
That would be weird.
Ooh.
And Karlach as like a sorcerer.
Oh, okay.
Sorcerer card.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that would be funny.
Yeah. Excellent.
That could be really funny. I like it. Right, I've got mine.
Go
I'll
it.
go celebrities, alive, dead. We've got this. Right. I reckon. Right, my number one, playing a rogue investigator, has to be Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, well done. Good
Who's
shout.
that?
You could not.
Oh, Laura.
Naked Gun.
Oh,
Airplane.
I'm not seen it.
Scary movie.
Laura doesn't watch film.
I don't
films.
watch anything.
Oh, he's so good. He is one of the greatest. No,
I'm
he
gonna
is
Google
the
him.
greatest comedian actor of all time. And my hero. I would have said my grandfather because my grandfather reminds me so much of him, but that would have just been soppy and
I
emotional.
recognise him.
Yeah, you
But-
fucking should do.
Yeah, you
Not
do.
from any specific films, just as a person.
I mean, we entirely missed the boat where we should have asked Laura if she was serious.
I know.
Surely you
But
can't
she
be
wouldn't have got
serious.
any of it.
I wouldn't.
I
I wouldn't
know.
have got it.
But yeah,
sound really dumb.
Leslie Nielsen.
More
So,
dumb than
like,
me already.
you know what my tables are like? My tables are, this is comedy, banter, just, yeah. He would be the absolute perfect person because he was just so good with the deadpan wit and humor. Love him. He's my number one pick.
Yep.
Number two, from Dungeons and Daddies podcast and other podcasts as well, and her upcoming stand-up show, which she's doing in the Edinburgh Fringe, Beth May.
Oh, nice.
She is absolutely fantastic, and I think one of the best like RPG players that I've ever heard on podcasts and things like that. Therefore, and her wit, humor level, everything about her, love her to bits. Absolutely idolize her. So I would love to DM a table with her at it. Number three, because I'm a big wrestling fan, I was thinking about like wrestlers that I could have in here. I would be like, this is great. And I want someone to be like the straight man against them.
Right.
And there's a wrestler called Kevin Owens, and his entire thing is like, he is self-aware.
Like fully fourth wall breaking. Right.
Like he knows this. Like if wrestlers are watching TV's back screen, there's a joke that wrestlers always watch TV from the side. Like, so they're in shot, but also the TV's in shot and things like that. Therefore, but whenever it's Kevin Owens, it's like he's looking at us dead on. It's like he's the only one who does it. He's so self-aware of it, and he doesn't stand for any of the nonsense that happens in wrestling. Like, oh, if you're talking and you mention someone's name, all of a sudden their music hits and they come out and stuff like that. He's just like, don't say the name because they're gonna come out. Like, it's things like that. He's like the perfect straight man against like a comedy thing, and I'm like, yes. And then number four, I'm going to put in again comedy. My favorite stand-up comedian, which is Mr. Tim Vine.
Nice.
Because the master of the puns and the one-liners.
The Punisher.
Oh, he is.
I see myself out.
Shocking.
But yes, Tim Vine. I even have my own Tim Vine tattoo, which I think
Really?
Connie and Laurie have seen it, but
Yes.
Greg C hasn't seen it. This is the tattoo that I have on my arm. It's part of my Joker gun, so it says BNAG.
Bang out of order.
It's bang out of order.
Yeah.
God's
But
sake.
tish.
That's the type
terrible.
of humour
Yeah.
that you get on the
So
Roll
bad.
With It podcast, ladies
True.
and gentlemen.
I can't apologise enough.
Yeah, I'm actually going to stick with the comedy vibe for mine because as an East Coaster and an Edinburgh resident for basically my whole life, I have picked 4 comedians who I think would have an absolute whale of a party.
Oh.
Pick number 1, Nina Conte, which for those that don't know is a
Love it.
comedian
Love
who has like the little, she puts like mouths over
That's right, yes.
people's.
And she's got the
Oh
ventriloquist
yeah, no,
dummies.
she's
got
really
the
funny.
ventriloquist dummies.
Ventriloquist
Been a
dummies are
big
terrifying.
fan
She
since,
is
like,
really funny.
The early 2000s when she had like the little the monkey.
Yeah.
Love her.
She has so many
She's in an episode
incredible
of Black
bits.
Books as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. I love Nina Conte. She's so funny, and I think that like kind of ventriloquism leads perfect to like what's a wee black bird in D&D?
Oh, Kenku.
A
Kenku,
kenku.
sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
kenku.
Like a kenku.
The ones
That
that can't
would be
speak, but they can
beautiful.
mimic.
Yes,
Yeah, of
exactly.
course,
That
that
would
would
be
Yeah.
beautiful, yeah.
Nina Conte, she's got like that kind of her type of humour, her type of kind of like her show.
Yeah.
That's natural characters coming out
100%.
already. She'd
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Oh, fantastic.
Pick number 2 is Tim Minchin.
Nice.
As a
As
bard.
As a
a
bard,
bard.
as
Like,
a bard,
there's-
definitely.
You don't need to say anything else.
No.
Yeah.
Tim Minchin, a brilliant Australian
Works.
comedian. Love him to death. Pick number 2 is
Pick number 3.
pick number 3. Apologies. It's Fern Brady, who's a
Love
Scottish
Fern.
comedian.
She's funny
she
as fuck, man.
Love fair.
she does a lot of stuff
Pure deadpan.
on like the autism and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she would just be absolutely tremendous in D&D as like a wizard or something like that, or
Totally.
just somebody that's like so deadpan and so just like for it.
Mhm.
I think she would be brilliant.
I think she would be a fantastic necromancer.
Oh, right.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. Yep.
Yeah.
So we then he's dead, man.
He's
I
dead.
don't know.
Don't know.
Dead.
Indeed. Look, I want some undead frogs.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's your dad. It's my dad now.
Mad.
I need my dad to hold this door shut so I can loot this room.
Greg C. hit us with number 4. Here you go.
Number 4 is, and I got to see him at the Fringe last year, and he's very funny, and it's also a slight home pick because he was in a series of Power Rangers. Nick Sampson,
Oh,
New Zealand comedian who does a lot of like improv stuff down in London, like tours the UK, tours all over. But he is just so incredibly funny, and that kind of Power Rangers vibe just screams Paladin to me. Like just being able to be so full of his own ability, because his entire stand-up show that he brought to the Fringe last year was about him being a yellow Power Ranger,
that's class.
and it's so he plays it like that he's a big shot, and he's waiting on like all his pals, like the folk that were in the series with him, come in.
Mhm.
They never show,
Oh.
and it's just him spinning like an hour's worth of comedy, and even I think
that's quite good.
it's
patter as
brilliant patter, and I just think it screamed big Paladin vibes. Like, yep, I'm super important. I am the divine bringer of justice and smite. I think that's So I think that's
That's
a
a solid
pretty
table.
solid party, and I think we would have a whale of a time.
Well. Right, I'm gonna go
Comrade Falonsky.
off piece a wee bit. So first pick.
Start the Communist National Anthem
First
here.
pick is Dylan Moran.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Black
Dylan
Boots.
Moran.
I've been to see
Dylan
him.
Moran.
Dylan Moran, pardon me.
Yep.
I've been to see him a few times when he comes to Glasgow, and I love the weaponized rage and like annoyance that he does, just the vitriol, the hatred of all
Yeah.
things new, all that kind of stuff. I think he would be a fantastic technophobic, if not lazy, barbarian.
Oh
Just
yeah.
pissed off, absolutely raging that he needs to fucking do anything, you know,
See,
rages in
I
a
picture
mechanic.
him as a wizard.
It could be like a wizard, but
Yeah,
He's
I
one of those
imagine a
the
wizard.
wizard that's just fed up. Like he was
But I
supposed to
like-
fulfill a prophecy, and now
but
it's
he
done, and he
hates
doesn't know what to do with his
everything. I think
life
he's
now.
like he's got that sort of like hatred
Yeah.
of all like anything newfangled and not the way that he's used to.
I
Traditions like
think
barbarians
a wizard
and stuff.
definitely, because
No,
I'm
I
just
think-
imagining Bernard Black.
Yeah.
But I think
That's the
you're
only
right with
thing
the
I've seen him in.
barbarian.
But,
Yeah.
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 Because he's got that anger about him. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he's like, when I put my keys through my hand, so if I hit him, I'll fucking kill him, like all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, that's barbarian rage. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like,
Okay,
absolutely.
Yeah.
He'd be a great barbarian. Second pick, the late great Anthony Bourdain.
Ooh.
Oh,
Mainly
good
because
choice.
if there's one person I could hang out with just for like one night of a couple of pints
Yeah.
on this earth, alive or dead, it'd be Anthony Bourdain. And I think Anthony Bourdain would be a really good, like, caring paladin / fighter sort of character.
Yeah.
Like he'd keep the party sort of going. It's always about the brighter side. Yeah, not everything fucking sucks. Find the little joys. Just keep on going. I think because of like the kind of person that he was, I'd love to have him at my table, but I think that's the kind of character he'd play, a very kind of party supporting sort of character. Maybe not so much like a healer or a druid, but maybe like a paladin or a fighter sort of thing.
And he'd bring really good snacks
Yeah, he'd
to the
bring the
table.
scran, or
I
he'd,
think
or,
a
he'd know where,
bard.
or he'd know where to get the scran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, chef background as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
Like
I mean,
you go, you
I've still got
bard
it.
in like college of like I'm trying.
College of Lore, maybe?
No, college of cooking.
Could do.
College
Yeah.
of cooking.
College of-
cooking.
Yeah, like
Could do.
College of Scribes as well. Is
Yeah.
there, is another
College
one?
of scran.
college
yeah.
of cuisine.
College
That's
of
what word
cuisine.
I was looking
Yeah.
Number
for.
3,
College of cuisine.
because I know he's a really good guy and I enjoy all the things that you learn about him that comes out the good work. I love it when you see famous people and then when shit comes out, you're like, oh, what's coming out? But it just turns out that they're just fucking lovely. And
Yeah.
they're just nice.
Mhm.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh
Yeah.
Stevie Buscemi.
Love Steve
Because
Buscemi.
like all of his like indie art projects and stuff, just because he's just like a genuinely sort of like nice guy, I think he'd be like a wizard or something. I think he'd be like a kindly, goodly sort of wizard come druid kind of
I see
character.
him more as a paladin.
The paladin for Buscemi.
Purely
Paladin.
because of 9/11.
For the 9/11 story.
That's a fair point. He's a fucking hero. Okay, let me retract
Maybe
the wizard.
fighter.
He's the guy. He's
Yeah.
the guy who stepped up at
Yeah.
the
Big
time,
fighter.
and
He didn't need to be there and he went anyway. No,
Yeah.
that's paladin pattern.
100%.
Major in it.
Yeah.
Maybe a
100%,
cleric.
Just as a human, I
Maybe a
think
cleric,
he's
yeah. Okay,
fantastic.
paladin cleric for Buscemi.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, paladin, okay.
Or a rogue. I don't know.
No, I've got my rogue.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
My last one
Last pick,
Okay.
rogue.
is
rogue?
champion of the workers, the father of communism, Karl Marx. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I would have Karl Marx at my table, and he would be a rogue. He would be a Robin Hood-ass rogue that would rob from the rich and the parasites above us that do not deserve it and distribute it equally amongst the people of the land. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Dylan Moran, Anthony Bourdain, Steve Buscemi, Karl Marx. That's my 4.
I think we.
Ladies and gentlemen, us here at the Roll With It podcast cannot express our
Other political views are
other
available.
political views are definitely available in comparison to our fearless captain comrade Fallon.
You
But-
know what? I agree. Actually, I think that would be interesting. That would be a really
So-
interesting table.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought
Like,
so too.
as like I almost had said as well, because like I'm a big
You
history
know
buff as
Karl
well.
Marx and Bourdain are broing out.
Yeah,
You
right.
know they are.
Yeah,
That's a good shot.
defos.
Yeah, as a history buff, I was debating like one of the founding fathers of America. I was thinking like potentially
Alexander
Hamilton or
My name is Alexander Hamilton.
John Quincy Adams. I was thinking like one of those because they were just like similar sort of vein. But yeah, no, you just went full red state.
Full red state.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Right.
I did buy us tickets for Hamilton
Hell yeah. High
the other
five.
day.
Nice.
So
I also have tickets for Hamilton
Ooh,
because
amazing.
that is where that's the show that I actually proposed to my wife at.
Aw.
It is our favourite musical,
How
and
sweet.
we got proposed to at. Oh, I proposed to her at
Just
it.
folk proposing to you.
Yeah.
Just folk
Our-
randomly proposing to
yeah.
You
you.
two are getting married.
Our wedding table was Hamilton themed and things
Oh,
like that as well.
That's very
And
cute.
it is coming to Glasgow on our wedding anniversary, and I splurged out, and I have the fancy box.
Oh.
Yeah, baby! I've got the fancy
Amazing.
box.
He's
for
got the room where
me
it happens.
and my wife. The room where it happens, baby.
Yeah. So before we move on,
Yes.
folk that are listening, Rollweight community and podcast pals, let us know in the Discord, on Instagram, on Facebook, who your favourite party is.
Aye,
Yes.
who is your dream for?
And who's your dream
What's
for?
your dream table? We
Exactly.
want
Yeah. Of what we said,
Mm.
who's the best one? I think it's
Yeah.
mine.
We'll
And
fire up a
then,
poll.
and then, who is your dream for?
Exactly. Let us
Maybe
know.
we're your dream for.
Maybe it's us.
my god!
Oh, that would be
Goodness,
amazing.
That would
no,
mean
I-
that would mean somebody would actually have to fucking DM for us for a change instead of the other way about.
Which, yeah,
Okay.
that wouldn't happen.
By the way, if you want to, please, please.
Oh, if you
I've
want
not played
the
in years.
worst challenge of your life
Oh yeah, I'll
Yeah.
make it hell
to
for you.
DM for the 4 of us, good God, yeah.
Imagine. What a
2
challenge.
words. Moan then.
Moan then. Come ahead.
Come ahead. Square. Go.
Oh man.
We do more than D&D as part of Rollbit.
Do don't we?
We
do.
do more than just do TTRPGs. We just do TT.
Mm.
Tabletop.
TT.
Tabletop.
Tabletop.
Board games.
Board
Mhm.
games.
So-
Games for when you are
Board.
bored.
Or
And you want a wee game
games that
you
are
wanna
made
do
of.
something.
Bored.
Board.
And you
Yeah.
don't want to be bored,
Bored.
no more.
Board.
No,
board.
so
Board.
when me and Laura first started Rollway back in the misty annals of yesteryear, it was initially consoles first. For the first kind of like half a year.
Rollbit
Then-
lore.
Rollway lore, yeah,
Oh.
we're getting some origin stories here. I mean, our first Glasgow one was the committee rooms, and it was a Street Fighter tournament.
No,
Mm.
it was a.
Are you sure?
Was it a Street Fighter
It
tournament?
was because you won.
I won,
Which was
Maybe it
mad.
was.
Because I love you to bits,
Incredible.
but you are terrible at Street Fighter, and yet
Oh, I can
And
fully
yet,
imagine Laura
is
just
it-
button mashing you.
Well, is that not the point? Do you not just mash the buttons?
A bunch of competitive Street Fighter players out there just broke
is
their
it not?
hands.
Oh, okay then.
No, there's combos. There's like, it doesn't matter.
Mash the
But yes,
buttons.
Connor, you're going to lose in that again. Calm down.
Yeah.
Still can't drink. Fucking, it's brutal.
But do you know what you can drink?
You can have a nice pint, several different varieties upstairs at Variety Bar here on Sucky Hall Street, ladies and gentlemen.
Ice cold.
Ice
cold.
Ice cold.
I did partake in a wee Rothaus Hefeweizen alcohol frei, which
It was lovely. There's also the alcohol version
banging.
available.
it was
Yes.
banging, but it had the wrong effect where it makes me want to drink more. And I can't drink because antibiotics are a bitch. So,
Fair.
aye, but yes.
But do a job.
Board games.
Indeed, board games. So that's when me and Laura first met. That's how we first started kind of bonding about games and stuff. We've
Yeah.
got a massive library of just shy of 200 board games now.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. We'd have a house by now. The amount of money that we have spent on cardboard and plastic is eye-watering. But admittedly, the TTRPGs, the D&D one-shot nights we do are very much our bread and butter. They're very much the popular ones. We do also do board games,
Yeah.
which we all take the time to learn and set up in advance of the players getting there so we can get you into the game, learning and playing quick as we can, similar to how we do our TTRPG nights. Because if you've been to other places before and you want to get stuck into kind of board games, perhaps they'll leave it for yourself to take them off the shelf, and then you're sitting there for an hour and you're reading a fucking rule book and then you're getting harassed to buy something. We don't do that. We bring our stuff with us, set it up. We all know the rules, so you don't have to fumble through a rule book, so we can get you playing in minutes. We've got our selection's massive. I mean,
Huge.
picking favourites is a hard one.
I'm gonna go right off the bat, and it's one that we played recently, the last takeover. I genuinely love it, and I've been screaming about it since. And it's Project L.
Oh yes!
Project
Oh, it's
L is
beautiful.
so good. Big up to the man Peter for bringing it, but
Shout out
it's
to her.
effectively Tetris, the board game.
Mhm.
But rather than
Beautiful.
making like straight lines that you kind of get Tetris with, you have wee cards that have different shapes on them.
They're like cutouts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wee cutouts, and that's one of my other favorite things is that I love games that are like interactive of themselves.
Yeah.
Like as much as a game itself you interact with, it's like there's little extra sort of tactile things you do. So you have little tetraminos, and you draft like these shapes that you have to fill with your tetraminos, and when you fill it, you get rewards that are on the card, and then you keep it because some of them have point value, some of them don't. It's whatever, but basically you draft it until you get to the last black card, and then from there you're on to just making points. So you can do like loads of things, and I think the thing that I really like about it is that it's like really tactical as well. So as much as it's simple, because it's just make tetraminos, get more tetraminos, fill a space. You can
Yeah.
do, so you have like different moves you can do in a turn, and one of them's like the master build, where however many unfinished you've got in front of you, you can put one block in every one. So you can like chain 3 and set
Yeah.
yourself up for some like
I like it.
incredible turns. You can have a max of 4 open at
Yeah.
any time, and then as soon as you've got
It's one of those brilliant, simple strategy. Here we go. Like this.
Yep.
Once you've like played one round of it, I fully understand how this game works.
It's just
And
really
you've
nice.
got
And
there-
the
you've got
tactical
that
little
tactics.
clicky clacky tappy pieces.
yeah,
Mhm.
the wee plastic bits, and then you have Ghost Beast expansion that allows you to play with 5 players or 6 players. In fact, if you can get extra. But
Yeah. It's cool.
so big up to Peter for letting me play it at the last takeover. I hope he brings it again because I've been heavy addicted.
I know it's one that he does bring a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it. And so are we.
Yeah, big fans.
Yeah.
So that's mine. Anyone got one off the tap, off the dome, off the ring a ting ding?
So I've got one that I backed on Kickstarter, right? And this is one of, I believe the Kickstarter is now closed. So you'll just need to keep an eye out, but I'll try and bring it to any Roll With It event and we can get a game going to it if we need to. It's a game called Spokes. And it is by Radical 8 Games. And basically, right, if you've ever played Ticket to Ride,
Oh,
Yep.
it's got like a Ticket to Ride semi-mechanic to it,
Okay.
but you're in a velodrome,
Mhm.
and basically it's the
spokes. Sorry. Yep.
it's the little trains.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll show Greg C the photo of this to try and help explain it as best
yeah.
as I can, right? You're in a velodrome and you've got like the little long road pieces like in Ticket to Ride, like in Catan for the roads. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to do laps of the the velodrome, but you need to like move your piece along the colours, and you've got a wheel spoke where you've got your own colours, and basically once a turn you can swap them out and do it. But it's like if you do that, you're also then creating a path for the next player to go.
Okay.
And it's like it can be very strategic, but like when I saw it going, I was just like, that is one of the best game systems I think I've ever seen in a board game. And I had to straight away like just be like, subscribe.
Yep.
Straight away and backed it on Kickstarter. So hopefully that'll be coming in the near future.
Fantastic.
But absolutely fantastic game. But the other game that I've been playing is myself and my wife. We've got a lovely other couple who just got married that we play games with as well. And one of the games that we like to play is Betrayal.
Oh,
is
yeah.
a good
I
game.
believe you would call that, I'm doing air quotes, a new classic.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
definitely.
it's not like your Monopoly, but it's
It's the fact that we're on third edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a Scooby-Doo edition.
What?
Aye.
What?
There's a
There's
Scooby-Doo
like
also a
a
legacy
billion
edition as well.
editions of that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
It's not- I
There's
thought I just had
there's a
Baldur's Gate.
Forgotten Realms. There's a
Yeah,
Baldur's
the
Gate.
Betrayal Baldur's Gate.
Betrayal
Yeah,
Baldur's
that
Gate
one.
and things like
But
that
yeah,
as well.
Scooby-Doo's
a belter.
It's like designed for kids, so like it's
Oh.
more easy than like the normal Betrayal
Try
game.
and stop me. I'm playing it.
But
Exactly.
I've played it on TTS. It was so much fun. Like
Mhm.
it was
That
to
sounds-
try and like help folk get into the Betrayal kind of system as a whole.
Mhm.
So much fun. It was like just total Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
love it.
There's a lot.
There's
You know, I get excited
one.
about stuff that I like
Just
and I
one,
just
Connor.
ramble off. But
Just
if you put a gun to my head and told me to pick a favourite board game, it would have to be Stonemaier Games' Scythe.
Oh, love.
Scythe
Beautiful
Love it.
game.
is a crunchy but accessible strategy game.
Mhm.
I can describe it perfectly as in the first time me and Laura sat down to open it, we opened the box, we seen that there was 3 rule books in it, looked
Yeah.
at all the bits and went, fuck that, and put it straight under the bed. And we didn't play it for ages until like whatever.
Yeah.
We got it back and like, no, we're sitting down, we're going to learn this. And within an hour, we were like, oh,
I fully understand
we've
this game.
seen the
Yeah.
gem that
Oh,
it was.
It's so good because
so
the
good.
best way to describe it is it's like Monopoly meets Risk
Yeah.
meets Catan.
Yes.
So you've got the
yeah.
resource building,
Mhm.
you've got the risk element where it's like you're
got your
constantly
armies, your
battling,
your
your
mechs.
imagine with that, and then you've got the monopoly of like managing your money and the strategy
Mhm.
side of it and things.
And
But
then it's got its own little mechanics like popularity, like how much do your people like you, like
Yeah.
how much do your neighbors not like you, and then it's got like there's the narrative side of it as well, where it's like there's these little encounter cards where it's like, oh, you've came across some stranded farmers. Do you give them some of your food? Do you take what little food that they've got, or do you recruit them into your army for like
Yeah.
a little bonus and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Laura have played this loads, and it's slightly asymmetrical in the factions that you play, and they've all got their different sort of abilities.
Mhm.
When you look at it, I'm not gonna lie, it's very Euro heavy. It looks like a fucking nightmare unless you've got somebody who is sitting and can be like, no, it's fine. You just move these little bits here and there. It's got hours upon hours of gameplay. It's one of those games where even if you're doing bad, you
Mhm.
don't feel like you're getting crushed. You don't feel like it's all
Okay.
over. You always feel like there's a chance to crawl back,
Mhm.
which more often than not is true. You're never like dead in last place for the whole fucking game. Like there's no
Mhm.
point in me carrying on, because some games
absolutely,
through no fault of their own do have that sort of flaw where you're like, I'm in last place, there's no fucking
Yeah.
point in me playing. But Scythe, there always feels like there's one more gambit to go for, there's one more bit of territory. If you cut off that bit and stop Laura getting that fucking oil reserve, like, it's just it's great. So Scythe is probably my favourite board game if
Hell
you
yeah.
forced me to pick just one.
Nice.
absolutely.
Fair.
What about you, Laura?
2 guesses.
2 yeses.
2 guesses.
Well, two
What do you think
guesses.
I'm going to say?
Is it
I-
Power Grid? The one where you make the Power Grid of Germany.
I've never played that game.
I was taking the piss.
Okay, well, your second guess then. You get one more
Second
guess.
It's probably Wingspan.
Yes, it is Wingspan. Wingspan, also by Stonemaier Games,
Yeah.
Yes.
is a beautiful game.
It
Yes.
is the absolute most beautiful game on the planet.
It's the most wee Laura game I can think of as well.
I know I've
Just
got several
collect
games that are Wii Laura
birds.
games, but like the first ever time I played Wingspan was with Wii Laura,
Mhm.
and yeah, it is one of the best gaming experiences I've ever
It's
had in my
lovely.
life.
You just
It's
collect birds. It is a
beautiful,
competitive
beautiful
game,
game.
but you collect birds, and the aim of the game is to get the prettiest birds into your
Yeah.
aviary.
I've
the
literally
rest-
seen there's a YouTube video of 4 professional wrestlers and the creator of the game
Yeah.
playing
It's
it
like
together.
that.
That's the
I
party.
need to
Yeah. So you're talking like it's like
watch that.
these 4
good.
manly macho guys, and they're just
Mhm.
like, this is the best game ever, and it's
Yeah.
so beautiful and elegant. Gameplay is out of this world as well on it.
Yeah.
As much
It's just
as
so simple.
as much as it's competitive as well, it's probably one of the most chill competitive games that I play.
Yeah.
It's just not
Absolutely.
like, oh, you took that fucking Eurasian turkey. I wanted that, you prick. It's like, oh, you've got a red cardinal. I like red cardinals.
Yeah. It's just a lovely game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If you, it's great winning it, but I don't really care if I lose because I'm just like,
Totally.
I get to look at pretty birds
Mhm.
and
Absolutely. It's
Yeah,
one of those
absolutely.
games as well. Like I kind of like those games. It's one of the aspects that I really love is the games where it's like you don't know the winner until the end.
Mhm.
yeah.
So it's like no matter what, like you've just spent the best part of 60 minutes, possibly longer. And it's like if people have, because obviously in Wingspan part of it is you have your secret agendas.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So games like Sagrada and things and games like
Mm. Good
Good
Flamecraft,
shout.
Yeah.
you've got those secret agendas.
True.
So you don't know if you're winning
Mhm.
or not. It's that
Which is good 'cause
entire
it keeps you interested in
Yeah.
the game while you're playing it.
those
Yeah.
entire 60 minutes aren't right. I need to win. There's the clear goal. We've got this. I need to do this.
Mm.
Things like that there for it. You've got those 60 minutes where you're just sitting with some pals and you're having an absolute blast of a time.
Yeah.
Like that
Just
is
looking at
one
pretty
of the
birds.
best ones.
Pretty birds.
Lovely.
But when you compare that to like Catan, where it's like, here's the goal, go for it, and it
Yeah.
just becomes cutthroat.
Yeah, Katana is great, but it can get ugly. I've
really
seen
can.
it get, I've
Yeah.
seen it get ugly.
Really, really
I
can.
have seen it end a 14-year friendship.
Oh
amazing.
no.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't
Well,
good.
we've only ever had a one game banned from Roll.
Oh.
This
What?
was really early on
Okay.
because we had guys fighting in the car park of the Fox over a game of Monopoly.
Oh yeah, no, that's whatever.
And these were like
Yeah.
free. These were
Yeah.
they were free guys. They were mates. They showed up. They were from like one of the nearby places, like either Bridge or somewhere.
Yeah.
And we had a copy of Monopoly. I think Dana brought it along. And it was like, yeah, guys, just use batter in. You don't need us to help you play it. Cool, no bother. And it went from kind of like we were all around the Fox having a laugh to like proper
Mhm.
like mums were getting mentioned, like really fucking like heavy insults until
Oh wow.
these guys went down the back stairs. And I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna go see if the lads are alright. And like they're having a straightener in the car park, just try and batter each other. Like, what the fuck? Oh, this over Mayfair? Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
So-
What do you
Well,
mean I
that-
came third in the beauty pageant?
Oh man.
Ah, raging.
The
Absolutely
most
raging.
amazing thing about Wingspan
Yes.
is that it's just people love it so much that they've created 2 spin-offs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wormspan, which is
Pretty dragons.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
pretty dragons,
Really
and
cool.
Finspan, which
Mhm.
is pretty
Fish.
fish. And I've got them all.
Yes.
I have no restraint.
And they're just, you'd think like, okay, are we kicking a dead like pony here? And it's like, yeah, it's a bit, but it's still fun.
No,
See,
they're
no,
they're
'cause
really
they're
not.
all
They're
different.
got-
slightly
yeah, I'm
different.
not-
They've got like
I'm not saying they're
the
carbon
base.
copies.
Yeah, they've got like the base sort of theme
Mhm.
of getting the best
Mhm.
creatures
But
into
they-
your little thing.
They also timed the
But, yeah, it's
Wormspan's
just-
release with the absolute peak of book talk, with all those
Oh yeah, with all
horny
the
people
fantasy,
reading those
Oh, yeah.
fantasy
rom-
books about
romantic
sexy,
fantasy.
sexy dragons.
Fourth wing.
Yeah.
That's
Is
I
that
think
about
so.
sexy dragons?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh,
apparently, it's
interesting.
very good, but you know, it's like cool dragons fighting, but also smart.
Smart.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Go to, go to Horny
yeah.
Jail. Do not collect $200.
Board games.
Mm.
Mhm.
Board games.
Um,
But so
I actually have also just received the other week the Witcher board game.
Shit, that's right. Yeah. Oh.
There's too many boxes. There's six boxes.
It's-
There's too many boxes. But you can play as Geralt, Dandelion,
Mhm.
Ciri, Yennefer, and Vesemir, I think.
Nice.
Uncle Vez.
So I'm just really
Oh,
looking
God.
forward to
I'm-
giving that a
I'm
go.
replaying The Witcher, and I just did the Battle of Kaer Morhen, and now I'm all sad.
Cry.
But no, it's,
yes, I'm very
that's,
much looking forward to trying that out.
That's a Go On that make those, isn't it?
Yes.
Go On. So we've got
Yes.
the original Witcher game. It's a classic Kickstarter. It's like the game is class, but there's so much shit Like it's
Yeah.
like an avalanche of cardboard and plastic. It's great. It looks good on a shelf, but tidying up is the game in its own. That's
Yeah.
that's the second game after it, which
Yeah.
is part and parcel with just being into board games.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's very true. But it is a vice and a blessing in equal
It
measure.
is. You'd be cheaper with heroin, right enough. it could be worse. You could be like me, into Warhammer. No, don't. With Warhammer, you are buying plastic for the price of silver, my friend.
We
That's-
don't. We're not talking about Warhammer because
We're not
again,
gonna-
Connie, I'm worried about your
Yeah.
blood pressure. I
Yeah.
don't want to get up too high.
I mean, I could get started on the cardboard crack with Magic the
Yes.
Gathering as well, but
Oh, that's. I
Oh,
mean,
God.
fucking lol.
let's move off of board games
Yes,
and talk. As we mentioned earlier, we do TTRPGs,
we do.
and we love talking about non D&D TTRPGs.
As much as D&D is great,
Yep.
it's the big brand that everybody knows. It's fantastic as your first step into the hobby. There are way, way, way more like different RPG systems and settings out there.
Absolutely. So
There
yeah,
are.
what are we loving right now? What's on the tip of the tongue?
I've got one.
Oh, there's a surprise. Oh,
Whoa,
I'm
whoa.
shocked, Connie. You wait. There's
Breaking
more
news.
that you know. Oh, goodness me.
So, I've been playing a bit of. I will prefix this by saying playing it kind of wrong. It took me, Jules, shout out, Benny, shout out, all sitting down and reading the rulebook together to properly get to grips with it. We've been playing a lot of, and there's a short mini campaign coming up of Never Going Home by Wet Ink Games. So, Never Going
I
Home.
do love Wet Ink. They
It's,
are a good manufacturer.
Well, this is the thing. So the other game that they make, or the one other game that they make, is called Heckin' Good Doggos.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's about like a bunch of dogs breaking it and having a great time.
They also released. They had one about cats as well.
Yep.
So you've got.
super thematic and cute. Yeah, all about having a
Yeah.
good time. Do you want to hear what Never Going Home's about? Because it's the fucking polar opposite of cats and dogs
which
having
is
a fun day
which
out.
is the perfect publisher
Yeah.
for Laura and
yeah,
Connor.
exactly. They're
Cute
split in the
dogs, cute
middle.
cats,
Cute
and
animals.
then
So Never Going Home is set during World War One, which I'm sure we can agree was a pretty bad time all round. However,
The time that Connor would most like to go back to and just live through. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, just for a laugh.
No,
Eh,
probably not. No,
Been
definitely
playing
not.
lots of Hearts of Iron. I want to realise communist France. Anyway, doesn't matter. Sorry. Anyway, right, continue. Going onwards. Going onwards. So, Never Going Home is set during World War One, which, as I say, is pretty
Yeah.
bad already. But they've made it worse. So, on the first eve of the Battle of the Somme, so much blood has been spilt, so much wanton death and destruction that it starts to weaken the veil between worlds. So creatures from beyond time and space, from dimensions that shouldn't exist, with names that are unspeakable, start bleeding through into no man's land.
yeah,
So while you have to survive the conventional threats of mustard gas and getting artillery or going over the top directly into machine gun fire, there's also creatures out there that shouldn't be. There's unnatural phenomena where the dead don't stay dead. There's sentient clouds of chlorine gas out there trying to kill you. The rule set is called 1+. I believe it's called 1+. And it's pools of D6 and playing cards you use. So it's a bit interesting. So it's took a little bit of learning, not gonna lie. We had
Yeah.
3 play tests before we properly got to grips with it because it is a bit chunky. But once once the DM's got it, can walk you through it. So as soon as
Yeah.
one person learns it, it's that. So it leans itself to very narrative heavy sort of stuff. So the suits of your cards, your hearts, your spades, all that sort of stuff, they like your hearts are something you love or care about or believe in, blah, blah. Your spades could be like your tools, your equipment that you've got on. So you would use your skills, depending on what skills that you've got for the attack. So if you're having to shoot something, you'd use your brawn, and one of your brawn skills is firearms, and maybe you've got a few pips in that. So that's all dice that you would use. And when you roll these dice, it's a 5 up for a success, so it's quite steep. But that's when the cards come into it, so you can start burning these cards to either get more dice or, after the fact, adjust the dice rolls by a certain amount of pips.
oh, okay,
So if you were shooting at something and you missed,
Mhm.
for example, you would burn the heart card, and which is supposed to be like something personal, something that you care about. So you'd think about all the guys in your squad that didn't make it. Maybe you'd think you got to do it for them. So thematically, you have to burn it. If it was spades, which is like tools and equipment and stuff, maybe you're like, oh, do you know what? I've got some extra ammunition. I can afford to spank off a few rounds.
Yeah.
So you have to like sell it to the DM as well as the table of why you're burning this card.
yeah,
which is really cool. And the creatures in it are nightmarish. Charles Ferguson Avery does the art, a creator who I'm a big fan of. He's done some appendices called Into the Weird
I was
and
going
Wild.
to say he did Into the Weird and Wild, didn't
and
he? Yeah.
Into the Cess and Citadel, where basically they make forests and urban areas in any setting that you like way, way worse. So he's done all this evocative, horrible, bone-shaking art of these ridiculously grim creatures that you have to deal with, as well as just survive on the front in general.
Yeah.
It's super bleak. The combat is quick. It is brutal. It's still the technology of the time, so there's no healing or anything like that. There is a bit of magic if players choose to listen to the whispers that are coming through the veil. But that ties into the cards and stuff again. It's a whole load of fun. It's great for a terrible time. Clearly suitable for a certain type of player, I would say. But I'm having a lot of fun with Never Going Home.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
10 out of 10. Rate it.
Mhm.
Ow.
Yeah.
Bolt action rifles versus demons. What the fuck else you want? That's class, man. That's so cool.
Jesus,
Well, I tell you
man.
what I want. I want magical girls because I'm going next.
Let's
Hey.
go.
Girl by Moonlight.
Oh, now we're talking.
I
Girl by
love
Moonlight
that
is
so much.
just a phenomenal system. When you read it through and when you kind of explain the kind of setup to everyone, it sounds a bit bitty because you're like, right, we've got the opening scene where you kind of do your setup.
Mhm.
You've got then that's where you're going to create the bonds with everyone. And then you've got the main bit where you do the main bit, and then you've got an aftermath, and you're thinking that's going to feel quite sort of bitty.
Yep.
But realistically, it's not because you are setting a scene. It's like they split every session into episodes,
Mhm.
and that's kind of what they base a lot of mechanics off of. But you just flow into it. So like when you're creating bonds, when you're creating your kind of links between the four players in your magical girl party,
Yep.
they all build differently. And then from those relationships, you're then easily to transfer into what's the thing that's going to cause you to have to then activate your magical girl abilities.
Right, okay.
What's the kind of thing that's going to take you down this mission,
Mhm.
that's going to take you down the rest of this episode.
And you ran this recently, didn't we?
Yep, Nora
Oh.
said I run it in.
Oh,
yep,
yes.
and I was an absolute psychopath. So as I say, normally it's the system's designed for 4 players.
Yep.
Like that's the maximum size that the book says.
How many did you have?
That's
8.
boring.
Fuck's sake, like
Yeah.
double.
So I
I like that.
I backed on
Yeah.
Kickstarter and I took 2 of the pre-made episodes and I combined them so that you had the links between
Good
the party
ticket.
that were on one playbook
Mhm.
and then I had the party links on the other one, and then found a crossover point between the stories that allowed them to interact with each other and kind of find themselves in a new world that then meant that they could then adventure onward in any sort of kind of like West Marchy, any sort of like
Yeah.
combination of the
Yeah.
4 of them or whatever.
That's a game. like
But yeah, it was so much fun, and those links are really mechanically heavy as well. And the beautiful thing about it is that whether you're like super powerful or what have you, everyone's kind of a level playing field because everyone's magical girl abilities
Mhm.
kick in over a set period. So you can't be like in it all the time. It's got like a limited resource, but you can still do like incredible magical girl things while you're playing in that episode.
That's another one that's won like Ennies and stuff as well.
I think so.
Yeah, because it's
It
really
was
popular.
So
Yeah.
much fun.
Oh yeah, because you
And
played it.
you-
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great fun, and like the way you took the 2 different sort of stories and tied them together
Mhm.
it was seamless. It was brilliant. It was
Yeah.
awesome. wanna play
It
that
came
again.
came with 4,
So
so I
much.
do have another 2 like already generated by Evil Hat.
And the recommended
Amazing.
player count of 4.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah,
to 8.
it was great.
That's-
It was
that's
really,
bringing
really
up a question
great.
here, right? What's the most you've ever had at a table?
12.
I done
Yeah, I think I
12,
did that.
12, 13, I think I did.
Yeah,
So
12.
back before Laura DM'd, I used to run these ridiculous, ungainly, like shopping cart full of raccoon fucking sessions at the Fox and Hounds with the Dragon Age RPG.
Whoa.
And it was a fucking nightmare. We limped through every session, but yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, I had
It's intense.
it was my very first time DMing, and I had decided, so we had the very first session which was all 12 people, and then we split it into 2 groups of 6.
Okay.
But then we had we had originally planned before the campaign unfortunately ended to bring everyone back together for like a really sort of spectacular moment.
Mhm.
But yeah, 12's my max. So they
That's-
were in the same homebrew world, same effectively mission, but they were finding out different stuff
It's
at different paces.
I mean,
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm speaking for myself, or hopefully I'm speaking for the forever DMs that are sitting here. But when you've got so many folk at a table, I don't, and this isn't a pity at all. Like, we do this because we love it. I don't think players realise until there's a few out there. I mean, shout out Benny, shout out Jade that have started DMing that maybe get where we're coming from now. Even Billy's ran a table
Yeah, that's,
where
yep.
DMing takes a bit of fucking doing.
Yep.
It's not. I know we make it look easy, all right, but like,
Like
fucking-
after the Edinburgh one, the TTRPG, well, TTRPG, Tartan Tabletop,
shout out to
Edinburgh, shout out Tartan Tabletop. I was absolutely exhausted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes
God.
it takes a lot out of you. 'cause,
Yeah.
like, I remember,
Does,
like,
does.
obviously, my wee mum and dad, God love them, Trisha and Huey, I'd come in for game nights absolutely fucking knackered, and they'd be like, "How are you tired? You've sat in your arse all night." It's like you don't
You don't get it.
Man,
Like,
brain
you,
power.
you really got. It takes a lot of planning.
Mhm.
It takes a lot of like creativity, and again, this isn't like feel bad for us. I'm just saying, like, it's DMing. It takes a bit of doing, but then in the same vein, everybody should get a go.
Absolutely.
definitely.
Everybody
It's
should have one. Just
so
even if you do
much
it once.
fun.
I've got names off the top of my head that I'm going to force to do one shots this year out of our community just because they've been playing with us for that long. No, it's
Yeah.
your turn. You're doing
Yeah.
it, Sean.
Mhm.
Like people are. It's, you need to put
He's
your money
actually
where your mouth is.
volunteered. He does want to run
Good, he's
these
doing
games.
it.
That was after we
I'm
played
calling
Star
you out,
Trek.
Sean.
Mm-hmm.
After
Yeah.
we played Star Trek, we let him know there's a Fallout RPG through Modiphius, and he was like, "Oh, is that?"
That's
And I was like, "Mate, I will
Sean's
buy it for you."
This is a man with his own vault suit, ladies
Yeah.
and germs. This man loves anything Fallout.
I says, "I will buy it for you
Mhm.
on the promise that you run it."
Yes.
That's a good deal.
And he was like,
a very good deal.
Get him some Nuka Cola dice and watch his head explode.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
fully." But any other systems?
no, that was it. I mean, I was talking about that, but like, yeah, the most I've ever had at a table. Going back to that, is I've had 15.
Whoa, that is
It's
revolting.
horrifying.
Asking
That
us,
is
he just thinks about it,
wretched.
man.
Yeah,
We got on all right.
Monster of the Week.
Monster of the week.
Another
Oh,
evil
Monster
hat.
Week's a great game.
Yes.
Another evil hat.
Yeah.
That I have not mentioned it before on this, have I?
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, Monster of the Week. It's super simple evil hat, and it's basically the tropiest thing you'll ever think of.
Mm. That was the
Um,
first game you learned after D&D, wasn't it?
I think
Or
no,
before, slightly before?
maybe I don't know.
Great.
Well,
It was early
Monster of
on
the Week is
anyway.
wonderful, and it was probably was one of the
Mhm.
first sort of non D&D TTRPGs that I learned, but it's a very
Yeah.
good.
And what's the kind of like is it got like any sort of setting to it or
Setting neutral.
cool?
Really, you can do whatever you want. There's specific playbooks that really only fit into one sort of setting, I imagine.
Mhm.
But I imagine you could do it wherever you want. Like, it would probably take a bit of shifting and shuffling and changing of some things to make a specific character fit into that.
Nice.
It's a relatively light rule set, though, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. It's a very light one. But it's great fun. It's really great fun.
Mhm. And there's a few spin-offs like a similar Powered by the Apocalypse
Yes.
Monster of the Week style things.
Yes.
Like Masks, I think is another one.
Yes. There's a load. It's Powered by the Apocalypse.
What's
a super
Blades
simple-
in the dark again?
That's the blade system.
Blades is actually a lot more like Girl by Moonlight.
See,
It's
because
the blade system.
Em-
Is that what it's called?
Well, so
Maybe?
Powered by the Apocalypse is one thing. That's the 2d6
Mhm.
system. But
Mhm.
then you've got, although Blades is 2d6, it has different mechanical implications.
I know we've been going on about this for
Yeah.
ages, and it's one of the earliest TTRPGs I've bought. We've
Mhm.
still not ran it. I'm
Well,
so sorry.
What?
Technically.
Hold on, wait.
Technically. Girl by
We've never done.
Blades in the Dark.
Connor's never ran Blades in the Dark.
I've
yeah.
got the rulebook sitting there. I've read it a bunch
Yeah.
of times. I've even
Ladies
got
and gentlemen,
Band of
that is
Blades.
changing up. My next session, I'm going to run Blazing in the Dark.
Oh!
That's it.
Oh, damn.
We're
We're getting this.
Interesting.
I mean, because I still started that for my my sessions anyway. Because I
Mhm.
still like the time wheel
Like,
component.
yes, that's one of the coolest things
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen in a game. If we're gonna
Absolutely.
But
briefly
yeah.
talk about game design.
As I
yeah.
say,
Yeah.
Girl by Moonlight is
Yeah,
basically.
so that's the same, similar to Blades. Okay?
Yeah, yeah, it's similar to Blades.
Blades
but
in the Dark is
yeah,
basically the video game Dishonored folks to
Yeah.
really kind of quickly
as a
sell it
setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as
Right.
a setting.
Can we move on to some questions?
Let's move on to
Ooh,
some
I- I
questions.
I don't know how much
We've
time we're going to
got
have.
more
I think
questions
we
for
might have time
chums.
for like maybe one question here or something. I don't know.
I think we
Yeah.
can squeeze two out.
We can squeeze two?
in.
I think we can squeeze two.
Squeeze in two.
So,
who have we got?
just
Let's open up the
quick
banks.
from
Quick answers, Connor.
quick answers.
Quick answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what else is quick? service in the variety bar.
Yes, the
if
service
you're
in the
in-
variety bar.
If you're in for a
Oh.
pint, you are waiting like no time at all to get served, and what a
And
selection
even if you
they've got
are,
as
the
well.
chat is class.
Exactly, you got Gail hitting it with some cracking patter. It's
Yeah.
it's just.
Just an absolute delight.
Is it the best pub in Sauchiehall Street? It's not for me to say, but yes, absolutely, 100%.
Yes, it is.
Get in
It's
here and
great.
get a pint.
Fantastic.
Come on.
Anyway, question 1
Ooh, who's it for?
is Connor,
Hey, not me,
not Comrade Volonsky.
not me. Lovely.
How do you decide which system you want to run or try out next?
Whatever I see on my bookshelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like. I mean, I'm maybe a bit more magpie-ish, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Whatever's
Yeah.
big and shiny.
It's whatever the
Ooh, shiny.
newest. It's usually the newest thing I've had delivered that I've recently read. So, like for instance, we just got Farewell to Arms delivered, which is World War Morkborg.
Mhm.
And that
World War Board.
World War Borg, and even though with my wee eye injury, I'm not running anything for a while. That's
Yeah.
the next thing I want to run.
Nice.
But it's usually to answer Connor's question more properly. I pick what I think is going to be fun first of all.
Yeah.
Not that I'd pick something boring deliberately, but there's some that I think are a bit player specific, like some that would work with a specific type of player.
Uh-huh.
Like everyone's gonna fucking want to play Honey Heist because it's mad.
Yeah.
But everybody might not want to play Heart because it's a
True.
bit kind of Silent Hill and darkish.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I usually pick what's fun, what's fresh in my mind, inspiration wise, where like
Mhm.
where I'm writing most of my notes and what I'm basing it off of, and what I feel like needs a bit of table time.
Yeah.
For instance, we did a 12 session run of Pirate Borg.
Yep.
Which was great fun, but it sickened me, and as such, not playing Pirate Borg for a while.
Yeah.
So whatever's needing
Yeah.
some table time, whatever I think is fun, and whatever I'm enjoying. That's
Lauren, what about you?
Just whatever I see on my bookshelf.
Whatever's on the
first.
bookshelf.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's usually like whatever I'm watching on TV, or if I'm sitting, it's like stuff that I'm thinking about
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Like I've wrote a one shot about the tariffs just now.
Oh my god.
Oh, poor
Brilliant.
America.
I believe I will be playing
You kind
that
of
one.
look tired at yourself for that.
Yeah, I feel bad myself, but I believe I'm going to be playing that at Variety Bar on the 29th.
Nice.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
Nice be nice.
So I'll do that wee one shot. But yeah, it's like basically if I have an idea or think about something,
Yeah.
I'm constantly going, how would that work in an RPG system?
Yeah.
And how can I convert it?
I'm kind of a mix of everyone. I'm just like whatever's the inspiration at the moment. That was what Star Trek was because it was first
Mhm.
contact day at the weekend,
Yeah.
and then whatever's shiny, whatever's cool, what's on my shelf. I'm kind of a combo of everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very much.
Uh,
Good
r-
question, Connor.
Yeah, good question. Next comes up from Urpal Bry, aka interim DM, kind of whenever spaces require.
Oh, we love
Mhm.
Brian.
What was your first character you played? Why did you choose that character? And which TTRPG was it for?
Right, me and Laura, we've got a kind of soppy one, haven't we?
No.
Oh well, I was gonna say my Dragon Age character, but I've forgotten her name. But
Well, that's going back a while.
that's going back a way, way long ago, and I actually
Mhm.
don't
Yeah.
remember what that character was
You
called.
were in,
But
you were in that campaign for 3 sessions as well.
yeah, that's fair. But yeah, the cute one.
So when me and Laura we started doing D&D at the Roll Week nights and stuff, we found a place in Paisley that's not around anymore. Comic Crazy, I think they're under new management, new name,
It's
whatever.
called RNG Games.
RNG, yeah. We used to do a fortnightly Monday one campaign in there,
Mm-hmm.
and we cooked up our characters together. So my first one was a semi-feral lizardman fighter called Viff Nolbane,
Mm-hmm.
who his dump stat was intelligence. He was as dumb as bricks. He was very good at fighting and anything to do with the wilderness, but in terms of civilization, currency, nuance in speech, sarcasm, just didn't understand it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of had like a couple's character kind of bond
Yeah.
because the yin to my yang was
My character, Bag of Copper Coins,
Mm-hmm.
who was a Tabaxi ranger who basically made sure that Vith didn't get killed in the streets of
Yeah.
towns.
Hell yeah.
it was less. It was
I
more
like
like because
Where he made sure I didn't get killed in
Yeah.
the forest.
like you looked after me in Civilization. I looked
Yeah.
at you in the wilds because like I played my
It's a
I had-
lovely game.
I had
Great.
like 4 intelligence. I was dumb as fuck. So like, the one I always remember is like, because I roleplay. So I roleplayed my character. So I went into a shop and a guy was like, "Oh, that's 10 gold for that health potion." I
Yeah.
didn't understand how money works. So I just gave him my entire sack of gold, And then Laura's character came in and like, no, it's just 1, 2, 3, but I didn't count because it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
So if I couldn't get it from the wilderness, it was pointless to me.
100%.
And I picked it because it was funny.
It was funny.
And I
Love
got
That's
a
good.
and I picked it because I got a free bite attack as a bonus action, which I also thought was funny.
Yeah, it was great.
Mm.
Nice. Mine's
Great.
is actually really straightforward. It's not even that cute. My system was Pathfinder 1E. I picked a paladin.
Never played it.
I picked a paladin because one of my other pals picked a rogue, and I was like, cool, you seem like polar opposites. This seems like fun. And that's exactly what happened. We became like mortal enemies, but still worked together. It was, tons of fun.
Amazing.
Other half of Greg's.
Greg.
Yeah.
Greg Squared.
So my one, and this again is showing my age, because I started playing TTRPGs when the calendar began with 19.
Oh.
And I had started playing 3rd edition Dungeons and Dragons round about the time that Futurama had just came out.
Sick.
And
Amazing.
my first ever character was a fighter who was completely Zap Brannigan.
Oh, yes.
Love that. Was he
So
a
the
total dick?
chaos,
Brannigan's
yes.
law is like Brannigan's love. Hard and fast.
Oh,
my
she's
God, I
built
love
like she's built like a steakhouse, but she handles like a bistro.
You win again, gravity.
The absolute best
Oh,
fictional
beautiful.
What a
captain.
character.
He is
Oh.
so good,
Oh my
and
God.
that is why I love him. I even in my pro wrestling days,
That's so good.
like there was an idea going around. So my pro wrestling gimmick was I was a mad scientist, but there was other gimmicks that were getting flung around. There was like Latino ballroom dancer.
Right.
There was, there was so much because I wanted to do stupid stuff. But like we had one guy who was like quite small, could do loads of flippy stuff, like lucha libre, everything like that there for it. And we had an idea of the two of us as a tag team as Zap and Kif.
Zap and
Oh,
Kif.
that's
So it's like
beautiful.
he would do like if you've ever watched pro wrestling, tag team pro wrestling is my favorite form of pro wrestling is tag teams. But you have one guy that's in, and basically their entire thing is they get beat down, and then they make the hot tag. The other guy comes in, they run riot. You get that, you got that big build up and everything. So the idea was it's like he was going to be this little lucha libre, and he would do all the work. Like he would just be in, getting completely beat down. Meanwhile, I'm not even on the apron. I'm sitting like chatting up the mums in the front row.
That's
Do you want the
amazing.
champagne?
Like just doing stuff like that, and then he would then come back, beat the two guys on like a 2-on-1 fight. I would tag in and then get the pin. And basically,
Yeah.
the only thing I ever did was just put my foot on top of someone else.
If we hit
Fantastic.
that bullseye, that house of cards will fall like a stack of dominoes.
Oh,
But
Checkmate.
yeah, my first ever character was essentially it was Zap Brannigan
What a
back in
great
3rd
idea.
edition. And
amazing.
yeah, he was fantastic. And then when he died, even his name was Zap. And then when he died, his brother Zip came in, and then his brother Zop, and then Zoop. And then it was basically like, I just kept on, like, it was the same
It was
character.
a
It was
rehashing
just
Lord
like,
of
same
these
character,
men.
a different.
Yeah.
I love that.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic.
there is actually a third question in the Discord, but I think it's going to take more time than we have allocated because, unfortunately, dear chums, that brings us to the end
Time is
of
time.
episode 3 of the Roll It
I can't believe we've
podcast.
done fucking 3 of these already,
we've
man.
done 3 of these.
That's
Yes,
mad.
exactly.
3 big
But-
chats.
Before we go, I'm going to steal the mix. I'm cutting you all off. And I'm going to talk about Roll With It. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not familiar with what we do, we host TTRPG game nights, board game takeover days and things like that there across the greater Glasgow area. We are hoping to expand further east as
Further west
as
into the Atlantic
further west.
Ocean.
We're going to keep going. We're going to try and take over
Is
the
it a
entire
sea monkey?
Exactly. We're going to go for everything as best as we can. We've got a lovely bunch of DMs. So if it's your first time playing, we specialize in teaching new players how to play the games. We also, cater for those more experienced and well-versed people like myself, who've been playing for over 2 decades. But yeah, come along. We are in loads of different pubs throughout, let's say, Greater Glasgow, and you can find all the information on our website, which is www.rollwayit.co.uk. That's ROLLWIIT.co.uk.
Just like that.
Sounds-
And get us followed on all Instas and Facebooks. Get into the
Socials.
Discord.
But the best place to chat with us is our Discord
In
as
the
well.
Discord.
Get in the
Yeah.
Get in the
Discord.
Discord.
Get in the Discord. Getting
Get in the
about it.
Discord.
Fired in. Just don't
Aye.
be just get in.
Just get in the Discord.
Just
We're
send us
we're
more
dead-
questions.
we're dead
Tell us what
nice.
your favourite board game is.
Yeah.
all
And
that
come
jazz.
along
Any-
to Variety Bar for a nice little pint as well.
Oh, damn right. That sounds.
Connor's back on it already. He's like, get me up.
I wish.
Yeah.
Couple more weeks, I think. But, aye.